It is Mark from Ichiban Games, and here we are once again for a good time, maybe a long time, maybe not a long time. I don't know. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. You know, time, not like the time that you sprinkle on your potatoes, but that's good time too, because that stuff tastes good. But anyway, it's going to be a time. So, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? We're going to go and we are going to do some Alchemazam is what we're doing. But this is an open invite to everybody who wants to jump in on that Twitch. And who wants to get in and play against me. And that's basically what I want to see. I want to see some playing against me is what I want. But also, let's get up in that... Let's get up in those wonderful, the area where you can hear me. That would be wonderful. Boy, oh boy, it's going slow today. The Discord's going slow. Slow-mo. So, yeah, we're gonna jump in there and you can get in them chats with me. We're gonna go in that game lounge. So let's hook that up, baby. We in? We in. Hopefully we're in. I don't know. It's going pretty slow. It's definitely going pretty slow. So whatever. Hopefully everybody can hear my words, hear my thoughts, all that good stuff. So all right, I am in the game lounge. So if anybody wants to join, you are more than welcome. And that's peachy. So there be that. Hopefully we get some more peeps in here. We can go and do some cool things. It'd be awesome, right? It'd be awesome. So, what do we got here? We got all these good little settings and stuff. So, with that being said, we're gonna go and have a good time. Now, here's what I did. First things first, I want to get that stuff I want to get in that Discord. We're going to go and put all that info in that Discord. Get up in there. You can go and jump in that. Look down there. Get up in there. You can go and meet everybody who plays the game. I want to get a lot more people who play the game too. I want to get a bunch more people to jump in. This is an open invite if you want to learn to play the game. I will even teach you live right now. You could even go and say the game sucks live. I don't give a crap because we're live. I don't care. But I guarantee you don't think the game's going to suck. I think you think it's pretty good. So, grapefruit juice. Sometimes you just need that vitamin C, right? So, I also have some non-grapefruit juice. It is not purified water. So, how is everybody doing tonight? How are we? How's everybody going? One thing I could say is one little thing of the news that happened is Coolio died, I guess. I just found that out. You know, I think he's, maybe found his gangsta's paradise, I guess. That, it sucks, He had some cool jams, and I don't know. I remember when he was on that, celebrity, wife swap or whatever with Mark McGrath or whatever from Sugar Ray, and Mark McGrath said because Coolio's girlfriend was a stripper or whatever, and Mark McGrath was like, "Oh yeah, we probably met a couple of times," and his wife was like, it was pretty funny. Anyway, it was. It's the only episode I've ever seen in that because I just don't give a crap. But I like Mark McGrath, and I like Sugar Ray, old Sugar Ray, because old Sugar Ray was bomb. It was crazy music and whatever, and then it got really poppy, so it's a bummer. But you know, they made lots and lots of money. So, whatever. Make more money than I'm making. That's for damn sure. So, whatever. But speaking of things, we got Peacock Block now in 100 and I think it's 106 stores. Let me just check that really quick because that was crazy. We're really kicking butt. We are really, really kicking butt. Let me make sure I got the facts right because that's pretty cool if we really got it up in there. Yeah, 106 stores across 40 states. I'm hoping we can go and get some more. But anyway, let's pop to it. Let's get to that Alchemazam. Let's get fired up here. So, here we go. We're going to get all our little, like, windows winded. And there we are. Let's shrinky dink me. And let's get moving. So, here's what I did. There's no real way for me to let me see if there's a way to show you in my Discord. I don't know what the... Let me see what the window would be. It's not going to be that. Let's see. Is it going to be a device capture? Browser? It's not a browser. Display? Well, I don't know exactly what it would be on here, so I'm going to try and do a display capture. I don't think that's going to be it. Yeah, that's not going to be it. We are going to try one more time because I don't know what the hell it is. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I wish I could share this with you a little bit, but looks like I can't. So, well, either way, I can show you a different way, I guess. So, okay, so this is the deck we were trying to do before. Is this going to pop up? Are we going to have a slow time? We in slow jams? Oh my god. Here, let's fire this off again, see if this works. Alright, let's try again. There we are. Alright, so this was our deck. This was our deck we were trying. And it was something I needed to add to this too. It was a diamond. Diamond. Alright. Me just pop you in the... Actually, I can just do this. I'm going to drag you. Okay. So first things first, I want to try and do this deck. I want to go and make this be a thing. Let me just save that. But the thing to note is I made this card, Imminent Collapse. I'm going to show you something. So... I'm going to have to type them in. So, I updated some cards here. Not in the set that we have here. Not in the ATGA. But we have it in the A exclamation TGA. That is basically our little, like... That's how I grouped it before. We have basically I want to go and fix some things. I noticed that there's some stuff that needs to be fixed, and I want to keep it moving. I want to get some things going. So, yeah, I want to go and do a few things here. I'm gonna hit up a couple of people. I just want to see if maybe, just maybe, they feel like joining in on chat real quick. Because I want to get their opinion. of if they what they think about the changes. Now, some of them might not know, nor care, nor whatever, but we will see. So, yeah, that's gonna, alrighty. Here we go. I'm gonna see. I think we maybe we might want to join. I don't know. Okay, so here's what's what. I changed some stuff. I want to get everybody's opinion. Let me go and make sure that I get all the cards correct. So, first things first. We have first things first. We have Bone Dragon. Now, what we're doing in this, like, I thought some of these were overpowered. So let's actually we're gonna do this. We're gonna do Bone Dragon, right? Bone Dragon. Alright, so at the current moment, Bone Dragon is a common, right? It's a common, and it's very powerful. And that's a really, really strong common. So I wanted to check into this and make it be, see about this. So it would end up being a rare. Is that really what I'm supposed to have it be, a rare? Let me just check on here. Maybe it was a rare. Okay, yeah. It's a rare. So basically, that's what's happening. Yeah, dude. Dude, that video with the post office, like, it was crazy. Like, so dumb. But everything's cleared up. That person got the package. Everything was great. So I'm glad you had a chance to check things out and watch that. I don't know. I don't know if you saw it on this or if you saw it on YouTube. But anyway, yeah, it was pretty crazy. Okay, so what's going on is this. So Bone Dragon here, as you can see, I want to test it with it being a rare. So that might be, it might be a little too much. What I might end up doing is I might make it an uncommon instead, and just have it be a 5/5 and keep everything else. But he's strong. He's really strong. The reason that I was thinking of rare is because, I mean, he is a 6/6, but the fact that, like, it can pierce, that's the main thing, and it has graveyard recursion, but when the card damages an opponent, they must either discard a card or sacrifice a creature. I mean, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. So when it comes to that's pretty crazy. So there's that. Next we have what is our next card that we are going to go over here? It will be Disguised in Darkness. Now, Disguised in Darkness, let's do that. If I can spell it right, that's the issue, because I can't spell, of course. But any good person can spell. What is this going off here? So, all right. Skies and Darkness. Okay, so let me not show that one yet. This is the one we want to see. So, at the moment, Disguise in Darkness is a ultra rare that is a 5-drop. That's a lot of resources to get rid of. Now, the fact that that could just be destroyed is a thing. And it's not even like Spender Splendor where immediately you can start getting stuff back. So, what we have here is this. If you attach the card to your field, creatures you cast may enter hidden. So that's really powerful. That's why I want to make it an ultra rare. But now, the cost is really what's kind of like banging this whole thing up. I've never even really used this. I tried to go and use it. I tried to see what I could do. And I think it's just too rough. So what I did is this. I did go... Ooh. Hang on. There we go. Now I did make it a common, and I made it where, you basically, it takes 4 now to do. So, you can have more of them in your deck. That's cool if you really want to go heavy on it. Now, what I might do is I might do a little upgrade to it, but I don't know yet. Let me shift this back. I was being a little poo-poo. Alright. So, the main thing is this. Alright, so I just might... What is that? I don't even know what that is. That's crazy. I thought I just got, messaged by somebody on here. I've never seen that before. That was kind of weird. Not even like it was almost like a weird direct message from the side. It didn't make any sense. Okay, anyway. So, Disguised in Darkness. It's supposed to be pretty powerful and whatever. So what I could do, the reason that this card has been chosen to be a common is because there's a different card that needs to be an ultra rare. That's really what's going on. So, at least that's the plan. That's the plan. We will see, because that other card is really nuts. And I'll get into that in a second. Actually, let me just, you know what? I'm just going to put it right there. Why not? Because here's the other card. This is the other card. So, the other card right now is Tormentor of the Plains, which was an uncommon. Alright? This card was too damn good to be an uncommon, is really what's happening here. Because it's got Barrier of 3, Juggernaut of 2, it can target attack and up to 2 creatures at full attack power. When the card enters the battlefield, destroy an opponent's enchantment, and then it's got a physical ability of when the card dies in combat, any creature that blocked with lower base attack power, destroy those creatures. So that's you need a creature that's like 7. Oh, I'm sorry. No. 6. At least a 6. To go and, not die for if it blocks. So you could have like a bunch of creatures block this. You could have like 6 1/2 creatures block this. I'm sorry, 5 1/2 creatures block this. So they'd be like, oh, we're all just gonna stab them, right? Don't matter, because they're all gonna die. They're all gonna die. This guy he's a monster, ridiculous. Dude, the artwork is pretty crazy. I love it. These aren't even like the official artworks. These are proxy, but I do have official artworks. Let me show you one right here. This one is an official artwork. This one was made by John Meyer. And this dude, this card right here is just sick. The way that this card is, it's so good. It's such a good card. I really want like all my cards to look really cool and have different artwork, different styles and stuff, but I want them to also feel kind of together as well on things. So, but yeah. So this card, check that card out right there for you. But anyway, let's go back to Tormentor Plains really quick. So, as you can see, this right here, this card right here, it is very powerful. It is too powerful to be a common. That's the whole issue. So, what we are going to do is this. We are going to... this is what I want it to be. I want it to be an ultra rare. So if it's an ultra rare, I think then it is fair. That's the main thing, is I feel that it's fair. I feel that it's works well, and I'm happy about that. Like, I think that is a good compromise to this card, but nobody else is using this card. I mean, this is a card that's a good utility. It is a way that you can destroy an enchantment, and usually destroying enchantments you need like Fist of the Gods, or you need like Smash or some sort of thing like that. And the big thing is, I don't want those cards being taken away. I want those cards to feel like there is utility and things are good with them. But when there's this, where this card you can just put this card in a deck and it's freaking nuts. There you go. But that's kind of that. I think what I want to do is do some like really crazy pictures, or I'm sorry, really crazy things with enchantments where it would be good. So I don't know who Rachel Dolezal is. I have no idea who that is. So there's that. I'm not going to look right now on that. I can check at some point of, if it's somebody that is, I don't know if that's a gamer. I have no idea. But yeah, if they're leaked pictures, I can only imagine what they are. Maybe I don't want to see them. I have no idea. But anyway, maybe I do. I don't know. Do I? Do I want to see them? I don't know. Do I want to see them? I don't know. Anyway, so I don't care. It's more or less, yeah. So, with that being said, yeah, so Tormentor of the Plains is going to get probably bumped to where these are switching. They're switching rarities. Now, here is a thing that I might do if I have this, and I still might do this with Disguise in Darkness in general. I'm not sure. So what we have is this. We have it where right now it's just, they come in, they're hidden, that's it. Once they flip, they're not hidden. They can't go back. It's just when you cast them. So what that means is this. That means I might need to spice this up a little bit. Even though it's, a common, I might need to spice it up. I was almost thinking before, like, alright, should I go and take this card and, hello newcomer, whoever you are that is entered, come on in, let's chit chat. Let's have a good time. Once again, y'all enter them Discords. I'm going to drop the link in here so you can have a good time with us. So, and if you wish, you can jump in the Discord chat with me. I'm in the chat. We can talk. You can come live. We will be live together on here. So anyway, with that being said, what I think I'm going to do with this. Let's get back there. Okay. There we are. Okay. What I want to do with this is what I'm thinking. And even though, see, to me, it's better if it's a ultra rare or something like this. If it was, but I might want to make this a little cheaper. Okay, might want to. Yo, buddy, how are ya? Warcaste in the house. Frickin' awesome! Everybody, check out Warcaste. It's a great game. Super fun. Totally down. Hell yeah. And congratulations, because you're going to be getting those cards you were talking about, of the trial cards, right? The checking them out. So, feel free to bust a link in that chat if you wish. So there's that. Everybody check out Warcast. A super cool game. So, but yeah. So here's maybe what I want to do. I might want to go and take this card right here, and I might want to make it be a little cheaper. And if I make it a little bit cheaper, yo, I can hear me on you. What up, Mr. Bollinger? Oh, and he's gone. Let me hit him back. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what he'd probably want. Just mute that Twitch and then jump back on in. Okay. So, here's what we got happening. I might have to turn him up too a little bit, but we will see. So, here's what we got happening here. Let me go back to this. There we go. There you go. You in?
Yeah, sorry about that.
There you go. I was hearing me. It's wonderful. If there's more of me to go around, I'm happy, but even still.
That's my bad. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So it's good to have you in.
Yeah.
I would love to have this be like, people jump in. There's like community chit chats, stuff like that.
Right.
So we can talk about things. But let me lower your volume because for some reason you're peaking, and that.
That's not good.
There we go. I think we're okay now. You're probably good up on there too, but I'm going over some things which you can test this as well if you want. I'm going to go in and upload some tests to so I did not. Okay, so you know how like we have the like on Untap you have the set the set that you can look at.
Yeah.
So basically, right now the cards that we are using are on set ATGA, but stuff that I'm like checking out to see if they are going to be workable or not or whatever are on A exclamation TGA. You would have to go and like type out the name of the card to go and do it and put it in your deck to test it out, whatever. But I just have them right now there for trying out things to see how they're going to be, what's what, you know. I haven't put them in any decks yet, but I'm trying to make things that were really strong. Nerf them a little bit, but not nerf them in the way of like making them bad. Nerf them where like, so here's what I'm going to tell you. Let me go over the list, if you will, and I'm showing it up online too. But right now, because you know how Kai was playing Sandstorm Thief, and we were like, "Oh man, Sandstorm Thief is really, really crazy," or whatever. I did do something that nerfs it a little bit more, aside from all the nerfs that I did. Is basically I changed around the rarity of things. Now, here's a question for you. You are using Golden Whirlwind, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, if I did do a change, Golden Whirlwind is no longer going to be an uncommon. It might become a common.
Okay.
So, because you're losing so much that it might be better if it is a common. But I don't know. So these are the changes that are going on. So that I've seen that could be a thing. So Sandstorm Thief, to me, if it was to get fixed, because that's one that steals the gold in glyphs and such. If I was if I was to do that, for it to steal, it would have to you would have to discard a card to make it be able to steal, is how it would be. Now, the other thing is, it would no longer be a common, it would be a rare. Meaning, if you were to have Sandstorm Thief in your deck of a 45 card deck, you can only have 15 of them. Basically. So, that is better than having 45. So, there's that. And
that makes sense.
And it has an impediment from its where you have to toss out a card. So, that could be, I don't know if it's too enough to knock the rare, but it's still, I think it's fair enough. I don't want it to be where people can't play their decks, but I do want there to be like taxing, if you will, on some stuff. So if it's got the fine line there, that's okay. What I would end up doing, if that's the case, because we're basically going through them. You know what? Why don't I just do this? I'm going to make this easy. So, okay. We're going to put you here. We're going to get Strangleweed. We're going to get all of these, so we've got them here. Strangleweed. We got Imminent. I think I might have just made Imminent Collapse become a really bad card into a really frickin' awesome, almost too powerful card. Which actually I'm going to select that image too. So we're gonna see 2 of those on there so we can compare. Vessel of Storms. So basically, what's going on is a lot of these cards are getting, if I have them right, they might be getting different card slot feels, and I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think it will actually make the game better, and I think that we will have some cool stuff happen. Longhorned Wyvern is getting a nerf, just letting you know. Because that was the big one that everybody was like, damn, that thing's powerful. So, now you do know the thing that will be happening with the Oyster, right?
I haven't heard about that.
The Oyster will not be able to, I should actually say for Pearls. Pearls will not be able to get you Renegade of the Tides. Because Renegade of the Tides is the most powerful card that thing can put out. Just so you know. It's crazy. Nobody ever goes and gets it, but it's crazy. It's nuts. Because Renegade of the Tides lets you be able to do card draw, and also, like, it's not a cycle, it's kind of like a cycle card draw, with also when it comes in it can search, and it's just crazy. So, trying to make that good there, we need Bone Dragon. I went and I showed off Bone Dragon earlier, before everybody jumped in, but Bone Dragon is going to, here we go, Bone Dragon, and then we need Golden Whirlwind.
I do love Golden Whirlwind. That is a fun card.
I like it too. Did this not get updated? Huh. I must have not updated Golden Whirlwind, but that's okay. I'm just going to throw it here anyway so people know what the hell is going on. Yeah, so, I mean, everything's the same for the tournament right now, but what will happen are things are going to get changed. So, for the future, maybe. There's other things that I'm going to go over too, which I can tell after. So, first things first is Disguised in Darkness. Have you ever seen that card?
I haven't.
Okay. So, Disguised in Darkness. I have 2 mouses here, and it's terrible. I wish I could, like... There's that. So, let me go to... I'm trying to get back into chat is what I'm trying to do. There we go. Now we're back. We're back, and we're fucking thick, boy. Alright, so... Ugh. Hell no. You are wonderful being on. You're going to be on,
Sweet.
And you're my sidekick right now.
Sweet.
Dude, I love it when people are on with me. I love it. My buddy Matt hopped on the other one. It was so fun. It makes me happy. It makes me happy that people engage in the community that we're in. So, because you're an Alchemazam player. Look at you. You're an Alchemazam player now. So,
looking to win that tournament.
as am I. I am happy to play Warcaste. So look at that. So
right.
We definitely got to play again too, because that's been a while. So
yeah, it has been.
I have been a busy boy. It has been stupid. It has been beyond stupid of how much work I've been doing. But
right, same here.
But yeah, craziness. Like, dude, I got Peacock Block now in 106 stores across 40 states. So that's
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Congrats,
really
man.
Thank you. If you go to the what is it? The Peacock Block channel in Discord that says like stores that carry Peacock Block or whatever it is. Like, dude, it's all in there.
Nice.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. So the list is also on Board Game Geek. It's also on the webpage. So there is that. So
Okay.
so yeah. But yeah. So here's what's what. So if you're able to see them, well, I don't know. It obviously Twitch is delayed, but so Disguised in Darkness. Let's go off of that one first. Well, there we go. So Disguised in Darkness, it was an ultra rare, is what it is. But the cost of it was just too much, and the return just wasn't good enough. Where, like, say, Sorcerer's Backlash. Sorcerer's Backlash is like 5 gold. And it's 5 gold, and you basically, it's an uncommon, and it will, every time a creature, hits you, that Sorcerer's Backlash is going to do 5 damage to the creature that did damage to you. So it is going to really hurt some stuff, right? So
right.
It's going to have some good return. Now, this is a good potential, like, card that can help win games and stuff, is Disguised in Darkness, because basically what it's going to do is mean that you will have every creature you cast, they are going to come into the field hidden. So no spells or instants are going to get them or anything like that. Well, technically, Advantage Havoc can still get them. And there are magics that reveal. So, like Peekaboo. Peekaboo is a card nobody uses because nobody... The thing is it's all depending on the situations. People aren't using certain cards that can be used for situations.
Right.
I am probably going to update the card Slay the Dead. Maybe. Which Slay the Dead... Or Slay the Undead? Something, whatever. Nobody uses that card. And that card is good against undead creatures. Which... it's supposed to go and kill them. You kill 3 of them, is what happens. Well, instead of killing 3 of them, and it's a 2-drop, you just get rid of 2 gold or 2 glyphs and boom. Instead of that, I'm going to have it where you banish them. So they're out. Like, they're gone. That gives it more utility of why you want to use it for that. But then again, it's situational. Is who's running undead creatures in their deck. But undead creatures are so freaking ridiculous that it's like, it's crazy. Like, they're nasty.
Yeah, I'm actually running 5 Slay the Dead in my sideboard, so...
Yeah, so there you go. Perfect. Yeah, because Slay the Dead can... Yeah, those creatures are jerks. Nobody's running... Well, I shouldn't say nobody's running plants, because you have, like... I know Weeb was running plants. I know there's a couple other people, because they're using... the hell is that card? Sentinel Tree, stuff like that.
Okay.
And the thing is like Veil of Locusts lets you destroy a lot of anything plants. So that's cool.
Okay.
So you can wipe out stuff really strong. Plants in the next set, there's going to be a good number of plants. There's going to be some insects. There's going to be some goblins. There's going to be a couple more wolves, a couple more dragons. There's going to be a couple more knights. There's going to be these warriors called Celatox. They're kind of like rhino creatures.
Okay.
They're a certain race. I want to make sure I've got a couple of cool, like, interesting races and stuff like that. There's going to be some a little bit more mer people, things like that. But the next set is where everything all hell breaks loose. Is really what happens. I need to come up with a really good name. That's what I got to figure out. So I'm trying to think of like Cataclysm or like, just whatever. Like, I don't know. I got to figure out something cool. But anyway, so for this set right now, Disguised in Darkness. The reason that this is going from an a ultra rare to a common, of a big dip. That's a big dip, making it a common, is because of this Tormentor of the Plains card right here. And Tormentor of the Plains is just ridiculous. It's extremely powerful. Nobody uses it. I'm very surprised. And it was an uncommon. I'm now making it probably going to be an ultra rare. And I'll explain that in a moment. So, Disguised in Darkness, though, there is potential to go and make it better, where what I have is I have it be a 2 gold and a 2 glyph instead of it be 2 gold and 3 glyph. Now, it is a common, so okay, that's a heavy common drop for what there is. Sure, okay. What I might do, and I don't want to make it too much, but I think because of the amount of resources spent, I don't think it's a problem. So, the gold and glyphs being 2 and 2, I think that I might, and this is if, because this is, like I said, this is just a testing phase, I might have it be where a +1 attack to all creatures that are hidden is what it is.
Okay.
So that might beef it up. Now, if I did want to make it, keep it to be a ultra rare, what I would do is do something like, anytime you manually flip a creature for emerging, they can choose to fight a target creature. So
that would be cool.
So that would be really awesome. But
can hidden creatures be blocked by creatures that aren't hidden?
No. So
okay.
So hidden creatures can only be blocked by creatures that can block hidden creatures. That's basically
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So, there's a couple creatures that do that. I know, like, Sun Beast is one of them. I think Soot Wallower is another one of them, and that Soot Wallower might be magical. I don't remember. I know that Lava Diver can stop hidden creatures, which is funny because it can be a hidden creature itself. So,
nice.
Stuff like that. But basically, there's a couple that do that. The card Peekaboo exposes them. There's a couple other cards that do some stuff like that too. I know that cards like Trade-Off will, because you even though they are hidden, the player can go and pick what creatures on the field they want to die, because it's like this one's going to die. Now, they get to pick, and my guy is going to die, so it's like going back and forth. Trade-Off is just friggin' awesome. I love that card. But it's like Trade-Off is like a board wipe, but it's not I don't know. It's like a board wipe where it's a negotiation board wipe is what that is. It's
nice.
very, you know what? I'm just going to put I'm going to put trade-off in here just to go in so you can see what that is. So let me... Okay. So trade-off, this one's not getting changed. Like, as you can see, it's a hefty cost, but it's actually fine for what's there, from what I have seen. So basically, this spell targets the field. You create 2 image tokens, which are just like little like placeholder creatures that they have no attack, just 1 defense and no special defense. Starting with you, players take turns choosing creatures the other player controls. The chosen creature is destroyed. So say like, this is like a, oh my god, okay, I need to play this because he's got some crazy stuff. Alright, I play this card, it targets the field, meaning like, it targeting the field, you have to dispel it or do like some sort of counter spell. That's what it means. You have to do a counter spell. And the reason that I go and I say like it hits the field or whatever is because like you have all these other games that go and say like, you know, oh, it doesn't say like, it's very vague. It doesn't say like it targets the player or whatever. I want this to, so players know what they are exactly going to get into is the thing. And hello to the other person that just joined up, whoever you are. Please join in the chat room that we are in up on our Discord. Feel free to come on in. It's going to be a good time. We're just discussing stuff, so we're having a good time. But anyway, I'm on untap.in if you are wondering, and we're going over a little bit of the card game that I made called Alchemazam. So anyway, so trade-off is basically like, oh, okay, you have this giant dude, like let's say I had that Tormentor of the Plains guy who's a son of a bitch. I'll be like, alright, I'm gonna choose to kill that guy, and then you're like, well, screw this, you've got a big dude, well, I'm gonna kill your big dude. But eventually what's gonna happen is, let's say I've got a lot of dudes on the field, you've got less, we're gonna run out of dudes. Like, you can't go and do anymore because it's just like whatever. Or we can be like, all right, I'm gonna stop doing stuff. Like, I'm the one that has the choice. If I went and did the spell, because after you do your next one, I'll be like, all right, that's it. I killed a lot of your bigger stuff. We can keep your small guys. I'll keep my whatever guys, you know, other than that. But then, but you see, the thing is this is where the offset of all those, like, all those resources that were spent go into. So, like I said, this continues either until you choose not to, or until your opponent or you have no creatures to choose from. So for each creature killed this way, create 1 runestone or of your creatures. So you create a runestone for each creature you have. So let's say you have like 6 creatures that died. And remember, you're getting 2 image tokens. So technically, you could get, you know, let's say you had no creatures on the field originally. You could at least go and kill those image tokens, and this spell ends up becoming a 4-drop that way, if that's the case. Okay. So it does give you something back. Remember, those runestones are just a one-time use. So at least you're going to be able to come back and do something where you can even the score and do something. So
Makes sense.
I'm so happy about this card. Because I hate board wipes. I hate them. I loathe them. They drive me nuts. But
yeah,
you know, if it will be something like this, like, I'm like, oh my god, this is fair. Now, there is another creature that does a board wipe itself, basically. But it is after it wipes out resources. It just wipes out your resources. So in the next turn it can't function. It can't do anything. So there's that. That's animated monolith. But that's a whole different little thing too. So anyway. So here's the whole thing. Let's get into what might be getting changed here. So like I said, Disguised in Darkness might be a thing. That would be where maybe I'll add that +1 attack to hidden creatures. That might be kind of cool. I don't know. I think I might, because it might be a little bit more fair, but we'll see what's going to happen. So, Tormentor of the Plains. This is why... Now, this was an uncommon. Okay? This was an uncommon. It's a 6/5. Big boy. When it comes into the field, I'm not even going to get into the Juggernaut in Barrier yet, or anything else. We'll just say this. When this card enters the battlefield, destroy an opponent's enchantment. So, right away, you can, like, destroy an opponent enchantment. That in itself, because you could have, like, Fist of the Gods, you can have, Break Binding Chains, those kind of cards, like, they will go and destroy enchantments. But there's a couple other enchantment destroyers. One is Enchanted Battering Ram of Destruction. Another one is Charge Cannon. But they take time to do and whatever. This guy's just you pop him in and boom, done. And he's nasty. So the thing is that that's really strong in itself. But this is where the Filthy McNasty comes in. First thing first, he's got a Juggernaut of 2, which means if he just attacks the player, you need at least 2 creatures to go and stop him. He has Barrier of 3, meaning he can block up to 3 creatures or, a certain amount of creatures with Juggernaut. So that's ridiculous. And what's up to all you other people that just entered the chat up in on the Twitch? Jump in that Discord. There's a link down there. Come on in. Jump in that Discord. Talk to us. Come on in the Discord. Have some convo with us. We got JCBollinger up in here. He's been in the tournament of Alchemazam, which we're showing you right now. So anyway, this card is very powerful where it can target attack. Now, target attacking, unlike how it just goes straight and hit the player, you can be like, oh, I'm going to choose this creature or whatever. And it can do up to 2 of them. So it can be like, I'm going to do that one and that one. It can only do ones that are not empowered, though, is how it is. So, but what is really ridiculous about this is the fact that it can do it up to its full attack power. So it's going to go and smash something for 6 over here and smash something for 6 over there. That is stupid crazy, is how that is.
Yeah.
But
that's gonna hurt.
But the icing on the cake of the ridiculousness is its physical ability is if this card dies in combat, any creature that blocked or was blocked with lower base attack power, destroy those creatures. So you could go and have like 6, you could have 5 like 1/2 creatures, right? Because if you have 1/2 creatures, well, you're going to have a couple live, right? Wrong. It ain't going to happen. They're going to go and just die because they have a lower attack power. That's it. So you could have a bunch of like 4s hit this dude and they would die. You could have 100 of them hit him and they would die. Just because of like the way that thing works. But if they're equal attack for that, then they're going to be okay. So, so they have to be a 6 attack. So that is pretty insane. Very, very ultra card, ultra rare worthy in that. So that's what's happening there. So you never saw that card, did you?
No, this is the first time seeing it.
Yeah, this card is ridiculous. I love it. I love this card so much, but I never really use it. I'm always using some other different cards, that's why, but this card's super fun.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of fun.
The next card that is going to probably get changed is Strangleweed. So Strangleweed here is it was a rare, is what it was. And I think it becoming an uncommon is safe because it never had an attack. It never had any attack power. That doesn't mean it can't attack. It has no attack power. So you put a weapon on it and it's fine, but that's kind of what it is. So Strangleweed's a plant, and it's a vine, it's a weed, whatever. The thing is that Strangleweed, when it gets dealt damage, you draw a card. But it's a very low blocking damage. I mean, it's only 2. So, there's that. So, the thing that it does is when you, turn it, it will turn down a creature. And you can do that at instant speed. So, there is that. It's like a keep away, you can't attack me because before you enter combat, boom, I'm going to go do that. But once again, you use spells like Veil of Locusts. You can hit this thing with a Judgment Strike and kill it. They're gonna draw a card off it, but it's not like it can't be handled. So, there you go. But I don't know anybody that's used this card either. I've got it in the teaching decks. But yeah, there's that. So next card to go over is Imminent Collapse. Now, Imminent Collapse, I think everybody's passed over this card. Everybody. Which, for good reason, it is a very high cost for what it is and for what it does. This is the what is the right now version, but I think I'm gonna turn this poo-poo card into way too powerful card. So, for the amount of damage that you take from one opponent's source, that opponent must discard discard that many cards from the top of their deck and or hand to their graveyard. If cards were discarded from their hand, they draw back up to half that many cards rounded up. So, now, I don't have it as a choice of the player that's getting hit. I've got it the player of you, but I don't know. I don't know what I feel. I think it's giving the choices at least a little bit fair, but so a six cost for that seems a little crazy. I might have made this a little too good, but we're going to see because that's what playtesting is all about. Now what I'm probably going to have it be is this. You sacrifice a creature to go and make this happen, and it's an instant. So, what that means is you could block with something which is going to stop some damage, right? And then you play this card, and technically the thing is that you want to be hurt pretty badly by something if you were to get hurt. So, it's kind of interesting, like, why you would want to do this. I figured out a little bit of a situation of where you would want to go and use something like this. It's kind of interesting. It's actually in this deck. So let me just kind of show you something. So you got Shining Spirit here. Shining Spirit, basically, if you take 4 damage, is it 4 damage? Let's see. Let me just see. Yeah. If you lose 4 or more life points while Shining Spirit is on the field, create 1 diamond at the second upkeep step. Now, that could be on either player's turn, too. So, the thing is that 2 diamonds, so if you have more than 1 Shining Spirit, what that means is, like, you're going to get diamonds. Okay, cool. If you go and you crack diamonds, you get 3 life. Because here, I'll show you up in here. Like, turn and sacrifice 2 diamonds. Yeah, sacrifice 2 diamonds to gain 3 life points. So you're going to get 3 life, where if you're doing that and you're using imminent collapse, where who cares? Who cares what happens? If you block with a creature, you can block with that creature, sacrifice it, which that sacrifice, there might be a trigger with that sacrifice. So you could sacrifice a totem statue and get like 3 rune stones out of it. And those are always good to sacrifice, those totem statues. Where when you're doing that or whatever, then you let something hit you. Let it hit you.
Can you sack those diamonds in response to taking lethal?
What's that?
Can you sack those diamonds in response to taking lethal?
No, you can only do it as a spell speed. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's only a spell speed, but good question though. So, there's that. So yeah. If it was instant, it would be kind of crazy. So
yeah.
So, but yeah. So there's that. Let's go to the next thing. So Vessel of Storms. Did I get Vessel of Storms not a thing? So Vessel of Storms. Let's go back to Vessel because I bet I did not update him, did I? Oh yeah, I did. So Vessel of Storms was a rare. He is now going to become an uncommon. So this is what he does. Nobody's used this guy. Maybe one person's used him. I have no idea. He's a 4-drop, so he's a 4/3/2, meaning like he can take some damage if there's magic being shot at him and stuff too. He's a wizard, so why not? And he's got Juggernaut, so he's got to be stopped by at least 2 people, right? So, what you got here? To be honest, some of the stuff in this can easily compete with sorcery. When it comes out, there will be 36 pack boxes, and are there secret rare slots? So I don't know much about sorcery. I know that sorcery, I think it's grid-based and stuff, which this one is not. But when it comes to this game, I'm not sure what you mean by like rare slots. I don't know if that means in a deck or if that just means like rare in the whole set. So shoot that in the what you're talking about in the chat.
I think secret rare slots would be like rarer than the rare, like like how Impact got like a rare slot. Some of those rare slots will have like a secret rare in them instead of a rare.
So that's what we got in as ultra rare for for it then, if that's the case, because it's like the packs are usually like right now the packs are freaking massive. The problem is I fucked up in my math. That's really what happened. So it was supposed to be 15 cards. It's now going to be 19 cards. So you get one rare or ultra rare. You get 3 uncommon, and then you get the rest are regular common, and then you'll get a token as well. But so it's 20 cards you get, but
nice.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it is, but it's pretty crazy. So this game is meant to be draftable. It's very much meant to be draftable, but anyway, so when it comes to this guy here, yeah, so you need 2 creatures to block him. The reason why he is uncommon, because he's a really good uncommon, he's powerful, but you have to turn 2 treasure troves, which, you know, he's 4 glyphs right there, so you have to turn 2 treasure troves, meaning that's 6 turns before you'd be able to do this. Technically, you need something like, yeah, chase cards. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. So interesting enough, the way that my game works is I want to make it where every card is worth something. It's very worth something, even commons, because you have to have commons in your deck. So yeah, I mean, did you? What's your deck is like? What? I mean, you have 15 rares, right, in your deck, and then everything else is technically common. OL right now.
I've got 25 Goblin Scouts, which are common. 5 Golden Whirlwind, which are the uncommons, and then 15 Goblin Warbringers, which are rare.
Yeah. Dude, that Golden Whirlwind secures you the win. That's
right.
That's what's awesome. That is what's really cool. Like, dude, you mastered that card. You mastered that card in that deck. I am so proud. I feel like a father who is hugging his child right now because dude, it's like, it makes me happy to see cards that I'm like, I never used that card that much. That was friggin' brilliant. That was great. So
thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, and it's kind of like a desperation, not a desperation, but like a, oh, I'm going to do this, I'll make it happen. The only thing that would screw it up would be something like Dispel or Revoke the Tongue. But
that would hurt a lot.
Not many people are playing that stuff, and that's usually sideboardy kind of stuff. So, you know, Revoke the Tongue could go and stop any of your cards from any card in general being dropped down, though. So, like, that's, you know, those are, oh man, those are good cards too. Like, and Dispel lets you draw a card as well after using on somebody. So that's really cool.
Nice.
So, whoa, I got drinks flying. Anyway, okay. So Vessel Storms, what he does is this. He does a magical throw ability. So what this is basically what he's doing is he's taking tornadoes, like winds, and being like, I'm going to pick you up and throw you all over the place. So you have to turn 2 treasure troves and this card, So you turn the 2 treasure troves and him, and then to pick up any 3 target non-hidden creatures and or throwable objects on the field, and throw them at any target. So you can throw them at a player, you can throw them into each other, you can throw them at other objects, you can throw whatever. So the throw damage is 2 and the hit damage is 2. So technically, what's going to happen is you can like crash shit into each other, and it's going to be like they're just going to smash 2 damage into each other of everything. So if you smash them together, it's technically, it's like if you smash 2 things together, technically they're getting damaged by 4. Really, is what it is. So it's meant to be like smash, and then you're chucking another one, whatever, doing whatever. So that's kind of what it is. But it takes a while to go and do that because you need to set up the other stuff. You need like, I don't know. You need like dipping stone or something to help you get there, to go and get the other, to set that up quicker. So there is that.
Take a long time to set up.
Yeah. So like I said, it's a good card on its own, but it's potentially like let's just kind of whip things around and make things happen. Kind of like what's that one dude? Demon of Malevolent Circumstance. Doesn't take crazy amounts of time, but takes long enough where you get him out, he's going to be a crazy man, and he's going to really start doing some nasty stuff. So that's just kind of that. But we'll see who uses this card, though. So next is Poison Spore, which this Poison Spore, it says it's uncommon. The new one, I might as well just get it, because, why not? Because it should be... There we go. This Poison Spore here. So this Poison Spore is uncommon, the one we're using right now. This Poison Spore will be common, is what's going to happen. So the Poison Spore is it's 2-drop. When this card takes damage, you may damage a target player for 1 and 1 unit of poison. So there's that. You can do that to somebody. So if you do that, you're just gonna nail them for poison and hurt them. And that's every time this thing gets hurt. So you can like shoot spells on this guy and do whatever anyway in general for yourself and smash other players. So that's great. But I think this being a common is not so bad anymore. Because of like the way that I'm making these other powerful cards, so I want to make sure it's balanced. So I think this one being a common's not that bad, and I think it balances it out pretty nicely. It being an uncommon isn't bad either, but it's still a 1/1 in reality. Like, it's gonna attack every time, and there's that. So, but I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna win a game with this creature being, if they had like 45 in their deck. It would be a problem, that's for sure. But I do think that, I mean, once again, you have Veil of Locusts, which, let me see the cost on Veil of Locusts. I just want to see that. So, let's see. Veil of Locusts is... it's 3. You get to destroy up to 4 plant faction creatures, items, enchantments, or equipment. So that is quite nuts, though, destroying 4 things. But either way, Poison Spore, I don't think you're going to be able to really spam anything with that creature. It'll have to be a little more speculation, but that would be my biggest fear, is something like that. If that was the case, if I had to, if that really was the case, I'd make it be like, all right, you take 1 damage as well if you bring out the creature. So it's kind of like an evened up thing, the way that it is. So, but we'll see. Either way, that card, I think, is going to a common might even out some things, because next we have Longhorn Wyvern. Now, Longhorn Wyvern, I didn't even do that one either for that. So long.
See, the third sport doesn't seem as bad as the Goblin. What is it called? The Goblin Scout.
Well, it's because if you block it, you're gonna get poison. That's really why. That poison accumulates like crazy. So
right.
We need to put that there. So Longhorn Wyvern right now is it's a common. That is the whole problem right now. So let me move this over. Some poo-poo there. Alright, so now it is going to be a rare. If it's a rare, I think it's going to be okay. Because, did I not? I got to put a text box around that top part. I didn't realize that. Okay. Anyway, it has Pierce, which is strong. I mean, it being a 6/6, it's ridiculous. But the whole thing is like, when the card enters the field, you may have it fight a target creature. And it's empowered by flight. So, I mean, in reality, this guy is he's crazy good. He's crazy good. The only dragon that I think is probably better than that right now, there's like 2 of them. There's one that's Glacial Wyvern, which is stupid good. He's a 7/7. He can fly too. But he's got fast. He's a 7/7 with fast if he's on the ground, and he can stun a creature right away. So he's just stupid. And he's a 7-drop, but he's a pure 7 like glyphs. And there's always an advantage of like knowing your deck, obviously, of like, oh, am I going all gold? Am I going all glyphs? Or am I going in between? So there is always those advantages of like who does what. This guy's a really good in between guy. But here's the thing too: when the card attacks at the beginning of your combat step, you may do a damage to any one target. Meaning, like, you can still hit a player for an extra 1 damage because basically you're spitting a fireball at it. Is really what's going on. So, and you can remember you can fuse these dragons into hydras, but I mean, probably wouldn't want to, being they're bigger, but there's that. So, next thing that's going to happen is Bone Dragon would become a rare. Bone Dragon becoming a rare is, I wouldn't mind it being an uncommon, but because of the way, like, going through all the motions and stuff, it's because he can come back from the dead, but also the main fact is he has Pierce. If he didn't have Pierce, it wouldn't be a problem. But because he's got Pierce, that's the issue where when this card does damage to an opponent, they must either discard one card or sacrifice a fixture. So they have to either get a card out of their hand or just get rid of something on their field. That's it. Because it's a fixture, meaning like it could be a creature, it could be an enchantment or whatever. They just choose to just chuck something off. So there's that. And if this card's in your graveyard, sacrifice 2 creatures to put the card into your hand, and that can't be countered. So there's that. So yeah, that's pretty powerful. And it's just because of the pierce mainly. With that, but I don't hate that. Like, it's just a good strong thing. So usually, if it's going to be like a 6/6 or something, I don't like. I've got what the hell is it? I've got a Frilled Drake is a 7/5, and that's a common. So, and that's a 6-drop as well. But it's not like doing crazy extra things. It can do some crazy stuff, but it's still not game breaking where you probably need to have it as a rare. So this is the borderline of rare versus uncommon, but whatever. Now this card I absolutely think I needed to go and do something with. Now this card, so this card was a common. And I had it where, well, basically this is what it does. You turn this card and sacrifice a relic or equipment on your field, or you banish 2 cards in your graveyard. When you do, draw a card. It was before where this card was a common, and you could just you could just banish 1 card out of your graveyard and you draw a card. I think this being where it's in the uncommon slot, it is going to make certain other cards more worth it. It's almost where it's rare worthy too. Almost. And that would be in speculation too of how that would be. So who knows? Because I like it when you can go get some cards, but this was pretty wild. So I think the 2 is going to stop that, but still being an uncommon I think might be a thing. So there's that. And then here's your Golden Whirlwind. It is no longer going to be uncommon. It is going to be common, and it is going to be in all your little like coin slashing might right there. So
yeah.
So yeah, you'll be happy with that. There are a couple other things that are going to get some nerfs. Now, I don't think I went over this with anyone on here, so I know I talked to, maybe I mentioned it before, maybe, and there were like, I don't know, I don't remember who, I think it was Ao. I think he cheered on it. I don't remember. So here's the other nerfs that are going to be happening. So Lich of Damnation, when it comes when you cast it, it's going to have 3 life points that you will lose when you cast it as well. So it's got an extra amount of casting cost. Sentinel Tree has been reworded so people can see it better. The card that people have rejoiced that is getting a nerf is going to be Shield of the Sun. Because Shield of the Sun used to be where it would be 3 defense and you would gain 3 life if you blocked with it or got a spell on you. Now it has changed where it is only 1 defense and you only gain 2 life. So it's not bad. It's not great. It's common worthy. We'll call it that. It's common worthy. The equip cost is still 2. We'll see if that's good enough. But, and it still does its thing where, like, if you have, for every 5 life over your starting total, you will do damage to some creature with this thing. So, there's that. Flame Spirit's getting a nerf. Flame Spirit's getting a nerf where, when the card deals damage to an opponent, you must pay 1 gold or glyph to look at their hand, then choose a creature from it and throw it into their graveyard. Before, it just used to be like, alright, I'm going to smash that person, and that's that. I also made it become a 4/5 instead of a 5/5. So, little bit of a debuff there, but this card is still ridiculous where you can hurt it and it will do 2 damage to a player. So, for every damage it was to go and take. So, you hit it with pinging it with one fireball each, it's going to do some crazy shit like that. So, there's that. Crowned Lion is getting a nerf where instead of it being instant speed, because instant speed you can put a -1 counter on the Crowned Lion, which will also give a -1 counter on a target creature. So at instant speed, it's like, alright, let's go and fight. Oh, okay, I'm going to minus myself. I'm going to minus you. You have no attack. I still have attack. I'm hitting you. Oh, because after that, after it does damage, it's going to get a +1 attack on it. So doing it beforehand, doing it spell speed is fine. Spell speed's fine. That's okay. It's an uncommon. If I was to have it be instant speed, it would probably be an ultra rare. It'd be ridiculous. That's just insane. But super good card though. Demon of Malevolent Circumstance has been reworded to make it more clear, and Thunder Fist is getting an upgrade. So Thunder Fist is when this card deals damage to a player, create a runestone. Alright. Well, what was going on is, and it's a 3-drop. It's a 2/3, 3-drop, it's whichever. As long as this card has an equipment or non-immobilizing enchantment, like, say, Glistening Radiance, you may turn a treasure trove and Thunder Fist to do 2 damage to any target. So you have to turn a treasure trove and him, and you can smash a player for 2, which would then give you a runestone that way. I don't mind that. Because you have to go and put something on him. You have to spend more to do something. I don't think it's so bad. But we'll see. We'll see how this is all going to be. So those are some updates. I need to go and even update a little bit more, like on the actual untap.in, but that is that. So what do you think there, buddy? What do you think? Do you think those are some good upgrades, downgrades, more fairness, or what are you thinking?
I think those are really cool. I'm enjoying the changes.
Yeah.
But
oh, and like I said,
put 1 or 2 more of those Golden Whirlwinds in my deck now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that should be pretty good.
Yeah.
The other change that's going to be is pearls are not going to be able to fetch the Renegade of the Tides. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
That would be. And that's pretty fair that way, because Renegade of the Tides can just search tons of stuff. So,
it's looking pretty good.
There might be another change coming. But this change is going to take a little bit of what I need to figure out in general. So what I am gonna do, I need to see if I I don't know if I have a picture of this. I know I have an old picture, which is not the way it's gonna look, but let me see if I have a newer picture of everything, and I probably do not. So oh, I bet this is not it. Let me see if that's it, because this was nope, that's not it. Let's see if this one is it. So there's going to be something called transmogrify, maybe. I just need to make sure that. Let's see if I've got it. Well, I'm going to show you guys the old version of what's here. So, I can't show you through here. Bummer. Okay. So, what's going to end up happening? Let me go to my... Let me see if I can go and get it through here, though. There's going to be possibly 6 more elemental resources being added. That's probably what might happen.
Okay.
Okay, tokens, that's why. Resource. Okay. So, okay. I gotta make sure I've got all this correct, because do I have Jade in here? I do. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna read these off. This is what they should be. I might have to resort to the wheel, if we will. So here's what's going on. So Kaiba, who is in the tournament, I don't know if you've met him yet. I think you saw him. I'm not sure. Kaiba, who's in the tournament, Kaiba has played this game a little bit before even doing the tournament, whatever. And we were be playing on like Tabletop Simulator, stuff like that. Yeah. And Kaiba was like, dude, I really love the alchemy aspect of this game, being able to like take things and, you know, you get things, then you can meld them, or you can like just take stuff, you get stuff and whatever. He's like, if there was more alchemy in here, I think it would be better and do some things. So I tried to figure some stuff out of like, think of like a wheel, like a circle with lines connecting and stuff like that. I called it the transmogrifying wheel.
Okay.
The thing is that for me to go and have that for a player in game, there's a lot of stuff that would be extra pieces, and I just want somebody to come down and be able to like take their decks and be able to play. Like, you just want to go and walk into a card shop and be like, you know, or you know, any board game store. Like, oh, I'm going to come in, we're going to shuffle up, we're going to play some stuff. But no, if that was a case where if it was this, here is this extra thing that's right here, and you have to have little coin things and just whatever. Give me 1 second. I just need to go and open my window because it is 5,000 degrees in here. Give me one.
Yuck.
Give me one moment. So, okay. There we go. It got cold last night, though, I'll tell you that. It was chilly, but... Anyway, so... The thing is that... Okay, so we have right now... These are the... Actually... Oh! Wait a minute! I can show you. I just need to upload these. Why not? Why don't we be smart and do things? Right? Okay. Hang on. So you're gonna have to give me a second.
Okay.
Which we can still chit chat. I just need to upload. What are we doing here? View add missing card. So let's do this. We're going to add hang on one second. Okay. Okay. So let me just see which ones I've got here. I need to get I have to put these into I'm going to teach you guys how to do something. So this is how you go and you do things where you, like, say if you're Photoshop or whatever, you have cards, you want to upload stuff to Untap. What you do is you take your JPEG or your PNG, you throw it into your like make a separate channel on your what do you want to call it, your Discord, and then what you do, oh, I should take that one off and use that, right? Yeah, let me redo this. Let me do that one. And what you do is when you do that, you just you upload it, and I should have 6 there. That should be right. Okay, so you upload them, and then you can go and you can add the missing cards to Untap by copying your source for doing so. So let me do this. So there's the we're adding 6 cards here. And this is going to be a token. That's what we got here. And we're gonna use the A exclamation TGA for this, is what we're gonna do. So yeah, this is what's going on. We're gonna get these all rolling, and I'm almost done already. So now the change that's going to be soon. Now, right now I've got it on the card, but what's probably going to happen coming up is, you know how, like, pearls and all these other things, like, you can like get rid of 2 of them to use as a gold or glyph. Like, did you see that?
Yeah.
That's going to be gone too. That's going to be taken away. Yeah. Which, by the way, Gale Force Trooper might create a Sapphire instead of a Runestone now. Instead of it, because he could just do any elemental resource, I think it's going to be just Sapphire, because he's a wind creature. So I think I just might do that too. So that might be a nerf on him. It's nothing too insane, but we're gonna see on that. But what are we on? We got Garnet. We have Jade here. We're gonna get Jade. And then we have 3 more. Obsidian, quartz and topaz. That's what we got kicking. So yeah, these are going to be tested for sure. And yeah, we're going to see how this is. There's that one. So this is definitely going to be something to check out for the future. I hope I got these all correct too, because I might have updated something on the transmogrifying wheel and not on the the thing itself. But that was well, we will see. All right, almost done here. We have one more to go, which is going to be topaz. What is this? What is this here? There we go. Okay, so topaz. Copy you and get this in here, and then I can show all you lovely people out there what is happening. And I'm trying to make stuff where it's not like a billion things either, like, because this is a lot of like resource cards that people can have, but these are extra cards. No one needs to go and play decks with this stuff. But there we go. Okay, so now I can show you on here. I have an idea too what I could do with that just to make it easier, but I think I will do that in the future. Is I'm gonna like label it elemental resource dash diamond, elemental resource dash topaz, or whatever. That might actually kind of like make these a little bit easier too. So anyway, all right, let's get rid of these. Let's get this crap all out of the way. All right. Okay, so we have our diamond. We're going to get a ruby. Okay, we got a ruby. Sapphire. Pearl. And emerald. So these are the original ones. But now we have amethyst, and I have to sneeze. Give me 1 second. Damn. Okay. Amethyst. I think that's how you spell it, right? Yes. Okay. Put you on the bottom. There's topaz. Somebody. That's weird. Why is it with that? Oh! I already made it. I didn't realize that. Well, that's funny. Okay. Well, I'm not a dumbass. I guess I did things. Let's see. Obsidian. I'll just have it to the new thing that I popped up anyway. And then let's see, Garnet. No, we are not making Steven Universe. Just letting everybody know. Garnet, and then Amethyst, Obsidian, Garnet, Topaz. What were the other two? Was Quartz and Jade. Okay, we got Jade. Quartz. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go through all these and what they do. The originals were the only ones that you've ever seen. Was it only like, did you ever only see like Pearl and maybe Ruby? Is that probably all you've ever seen?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. So, let me jump back into chat too, because I'm like, get in there. There we go. All right. So here's what we got. We got Diamond. Basically, this is like you use like so many of these things together, and you make you get something out of it. Is what it is. You get a benefit. So, this one's spell speed. You use 2 diamonds, you get 3 life. A pearl, it's at spell speed. You use you crack those, you can get a it's gonna have less text than that, but it's basically you get in a it's not going to say common or uncommon or anything like that. Basically, it is going to say like you get a token fish creature or whatever, like merman or whatever creature. It's going to say that. So yeah. The next one is going to for Sapphire is you crack 3 of those, you draw a card, then you can discard a card if you wish. So there's that. Emerald is you crack 3 emeralds and you put 2 different +1 counters on a target creature. So you could put like an attack and a special defense on it, or maybe an attack and a defense, or defense or special defense, or whatever. You know, any of those combination. So you could do that. So that's helpful. Ruby is you get rid of 2, and you can do 2 damage to something of any target. Now, here's the new ones. Amethyst is you sacrifice 3 amethysts to look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and you can arrange them in any order. Obsidian is you sacrifice 2 of those to give, and this is an instant speed ability, by the way. Sacrifice 2 obsidian to give -2 attack to a creature. Garnet is a choose an opponent. I gotta put how many you have to crack. It should be like get rid of like 2 or 3. So, but anyway, I'll have to fix that. But choose an opponent, discard 1 random card from their hand. Jade is sacrifice 2 jade to give target player 1 unit of poison. Yep. Quartz is sacrifice 3 quartz to unturn 2 common resources. So basically, you're fueling more yourself is what's going on. And then topaz is sacrifice 3 topaz to make an opponent put 3 cards from their deck into their graveyard. So could be pretty nasty.
Okay.
But that is what those are going to do. Now comes this. And let's see. I wonder if I have this. Hang on. Nope. No. There's not. I thought I had the transmogrifying wheel on here. I really thought I did. But I did not. Okay. So basically, what is to go and happen, and let me see if I've got the document for it. Because I bet I do. And I bet it's going to take forever. So, we'll just see if I've got it right here. And I'm able to do a thing. Sure. Alright, so let me put it into a list. That will make this a lot easier. Alright. I don't think I am able to... I know I can't show you this, which really sucks. But, well, I'm going to do this best I can. I wonder if it's in that. Well, oh, here we go. Here we go. This might be what I need. Let me. Okay, I have to open it like this. Okay, so, well, I guess that doesn't help me. Okay, all right, whatever. It doesn't help. All right, so there's going to be a mechanic. The mechanic is supposed to be called Transmogrify. Now, it's the only other mechanic that I'm probably going to add in the game itself. So, I don't really want to add more shit to this game if I don't have to. Until, like, next set and all these other things. What they're supposed to be is this. Originally, there was going to be something called Transmogrification Wheel. And what it did is you would have, like, 3 things connected in a triangle. Technically, what I'm trying to do, where I'm getting rid of the whole wheel and everything else, because what I did not want are players to, because you're supposed to be able to split elemental resources, is what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
I'll give you an example of when it came to the... it's because I've got the transmogrification wheel right here. So basically, let's say you have a pearl right here, you have an obsidian right here, and a garnet right here. I wanted it to be able to where that pearl could split into a garnet and an obsidian, is what I wanted. But the problem that is faced is that, we're going to split that over into a garnet obsidian. Oh, well, then that's fine. Well, the garnet obsidian, they could split, which they could make a garnet and an obsidian, and then they could make 2 pearls. Well, shit. Like, that's going to cut stuff down like the opal oyster big time, where it's just going to be like pumping, that stuff's going to be pumped out like crazy.
Right.
So I wanted to have it where, okay, they can't go and do it right away next turn. They can't go, once it uses that line of point of contact, it's like, oh, we can't go and use more. Now, so like, let's say a pearl is next, like in a circle, mind you, a pearl on the left side is like a quartz, on the right side is a sapphire. It would be able to split that way. So basically, let's say an obsidian had a ruby and a jade next to it. So here's the pearl.
Okay.
It splits into the garnet and the obsidian. Well,
okay, I see what you're saying.
The next thing is you can't go and split it off there, but you could go and split it off where it's like a ruby and a jade. So
right,
and then those,
like if you're using, like, so just say for example, if it was in the list, in the untapped list, say like it was like ruby, amethyst, obsidian, garnet. The obsidian would split into the amethyst and garnet, and then amethyst could split into the ruby and the obsidian.
Yeah, so
reading that right?
Yeah, so it's basically It's basically where like you're splitting off into different things.
Into its 2 neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
okay. I like that.
Yeah, that's the main thing. So, I'm just gonna leave that right there on that cool gentleman right there. Because he's freaking cool artwork. I wish I could use that artwork. I don't even know who made that. I found that on like Pinterest or something. Anyway,
nice.
That card is ridiculous, by the way. That card is stupid dumb and nobody uses it. So the thing is that I was like, oh my god, this could be really cool with this wheel and blah 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 blah, but the issue is that people are going to be like shooting these back and forth, going back the regular way, and it's like, damn it, like that's gonna break the game. So what I was gonna say is like, oh, we're gonna put this, like, think of like putting a penny on the thing. There's like a token that goes right on the thing. It's like, nope, that means it can't be used. It can't go back that way because the flow only goes one way right now. It's whatever. Well,
if you had them like turn the card all the way upside down, and it'd be like a faded version of the card or something like that, where they can't then use it to split anymore.
So it really wouldn't be able to work. Because there's just so much stuff. So,
yeah, that's fair.
And what's a bummer too is because I had ideas. I'm like, well, what if? Because it's called transmogrify. You do it after your resource phase too. So there's a transmogrify phase. So all of those will always come in turn. You can't go and use them right away either,
right?
Because that's more fair. But the thing is that I don't mind. Excuse me, it's getting late. That's how it is. Yeah. It turns to be 11 o'clock now because I wake up at friggin' 6 or something. It sucks. Yeah, it's just like my body clock is like, yeah, you're just going to get up at 6:30. Time to get up. Come on, wake up now. Yeah. Bullshit. Like, it's because I've been waking up early every day. And I hate it. I don't want to do that.
No kidding.
I am sleeping in tomorrow. I don't give a jack shit. Anyway, the thing is that it sucks because this looks really good the way it is, but it's almost like I think if I was to apply this, I would have to apply this to a different game. The way that this is. But what's interesting is what I wanted to do is, like, if you connect all three lines, I wanted an enchantment where you could create these celestial creatures that were like, you know, let's say like Scorpio or Leo or whatever. And you'd have like these creatures that could go out and just be on the battlefield kind of thing. I just thought that would be really awesome, but...
Well, you could still do that, can you? If you just had them, like, if you had like a ruby, obsidian, and a jade out, then you could put out the creature?
No, because it has to do with the transmogrifying of it.
Okay.
That's why. Visually, it would be easy to see. Card-wise, it's hard. Now, the thing is what I wanted to say is I got rid of this wheel here. I'm able to go and, like, have where you can split off on one way and split off on the other way. I got it to work.
Yeah.
So, it can be... It doesn't say it, does it? No, it doesn't say it on here because I didn't upgrade it. It's going to say something like, you may transmogrify, and it's weird the way it is too, because I want to say I want to call it even like diagonally or laterally, but you can't see it visually of a lateral or a diagonal. So I don't know. It might be like type 1, type 2. I don't know what the plan is, but either way, it's going to say like transmogrify like a pearl into you know, an obsidian and a garnet, and then the obsidian will say like and the other thing is too is it would give the two choices. Give like here's a quartz and a sapphire, or a pearl or a obsidian and a garnet. So it's got like 2 ways this way or 2 ways that way. So technically you could turn the thing into 4 different things if you really wanted to, splitting off into like 2 ways or 2 ways. And it works, but I need to test it. And I don't know how good it is, so... I hope it's good. I hope it's cool. But then again, I don't really need it. Like, I don't mind not having that in the game, which is probably what's going to end up happening. I'm not going to lie. I'm already kind of doubting it at first, but I just need to see.
Yeah. The game's pretty deep already, to be honest.
It is. That's the whole kicker. Is why make something where there's more stuff, because like we already need to read like all this stuff on these cards and whatever. I can do things where there can still be something like I could still make cards maybe transmogrify or something. Like it could be a thing, but it could be something that's like I don't know, like a creature could make it happen, and that was the plan anyway. There was going to be like creatures that do that or whatever too, but you would always get like you get a benefit out of it. Like you'll get when you transmogrify you get 2 life, or when you transmogrify you get to do this or do that.
Right.
I don't mind that, but that is kind of the kicker where I don't have to have it. So we're going to see what's going to become with that. And I don't know. I just want it to be a good, strong... I want this to be a good, strong game. Because, like, right now, like, just having these, like, life gain, creature grab, get a card and graveyard fill. I'm missing one.
Well, to be honest, doing it this way, where you have the different where you're not like splitting them, you can add more gems that way too in the future too, without having to like mess with the circle at all.
Yeah, that is true. I don't think I need any more. I don't need any more because right now,
if you want to add more in the future, it leaves it open.
Right now we have glyphs, gold, treasure troves, and arcane tomes, and then we have rune stones, which I don't even have on here. Which rune stone is rune stone, but then you have diamond, pearl, sapphire, emerald, onyx. I forgot to throw that one on there. Ruby, amethyst, obsidian, garnet, jade, quartz, and topaz. Now, something to note is each of these. There's two now. There's two types of elemental resources. There's 2 light, which here I'll just put them together. 2 light. Topaz is an earth. It goes with the emerald. Jade is a wind. It goes with the sapphire.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Garnet's an earth? Wait a minute. Oh. I fucked that up. I think that's supposed to be a fire. Alright, amethyst is a water. Obsidian is a dark. Ruby... Yeah, I think... Garnet is supposed to be fire. Because that's what it is on here, too, right? I had my little...
Makes sense.
Oh, I think topaz is fire. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I think topaz was fire. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Either way.
Two of each of the 4 elements?
Yeah, there's 6. So...
Okay, light and dark too, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so here's what you have in the whole spectrum of things. You have healing, resource, manipulation, creature getting, deck manipulation or card manipulation of your own, drawing cards and drawing a card and graveyard fodder, poison giving, strengthening of creatures.
Okay.
Wow, that I can't even spell on that card. That's funny. Mill, graveyard to deck, negative attributes, temporary negative attributes, damage, and discarding.
Okay.
Discard shenanigans.
Makes sense.
So, opponent discard shenanigans, I should say. I did not add any cards that give creatures like a temporary boost because I don't want it to take away from cards that you play in the game that are boosts.
Okay.
Now when it comes to Obsidian, it is a -2 that happens. Well, if you look at like Vengeful Imp, when you bring in Vengeful Imp, it's got sudden, and it is it gives -2, but it's also a 4/2 creature, which is really strong. The thing I might do with Obsidian is I might make it be a spell speed instead, but I thought the instant speed might be kind of a good thing. I think everything else is everything else is spell speed that's around, so I think I might end up doing that too, because as much as it would be nice shenanigans, I'd rather leave that for a spell. So it makes the game more worth it, I guess.
Right.
That's really it. It's like, why make the game itself battle itself for, I'm not trying to have power creep and like weird crap happen that way. This game is this game is overpowered anyway in general. That's what I always say. So,
if everything's overpowered, can anything be overpowered?
That's exactly what it is. So you got it. But that's what I'm talking about. Like I want things to be fair. That's the biggest thing that I want in this game is I want things to be fair. If things are fair, yeah. So, but I'm stoked. But so that's what's gonna kind of go on here. I'm gonna maybe add these. I'm gonna add these 6. So what'll happen is when I do that, then I'm gonna add them. I'm gonna figure out what creatures I want them to go and correspond with. Now there's a couple creatures in general that are gonna make any type. Okay. And that's like Sage of Stones and whatever. That's fine, but there's a couple spells that make resources. There's a couple other things that do it, but I want it to be where it is not going to be some like useless kind of thing of where, and the fact that it's going to be no longer where it's like you use 2 of them as a gold or glyph. You get that out of there. Like some people might be like, well, why do I want to really use this or whatever, blah blah blah. So there's that. So I got to think what is the best for me and how this goes. But So with that being said, I made a pretty
lots of tribal stuff. I think would be kind of cool.
Well, there's some. It's called Association.
Okay.
Which this card right here is all about association. Which nobody ever plays this card either. This is this deck I made is kind of like a cross between a light deck where I can also use Imminent Collapse, and that was the thing. But I would be using the newer version of Imminent Collapse, and I want to, if I do that, I want to somehow use it where it can, how could I do this? I would end up like, I need some extra creatures that would be able to be sacrificed, but I could get things back. I should really have something like Mirror of Conveying in this deck, but even still, I wanted to fuck around with Vampire's Brooch as well, because I thought that would be kind of cool, because like that dude's a vampire, and I've got
the vampire deck looks pretty cool.
There's some good vampires.
That was my second choice.
Yeah, there's some good vampires. So Sigurd, who was in the tournament, aka Chris Johnson. Yeah, dude, overpowered is fun. It's the reason why the Power 9 is the Power 9. You are correct. So the more power, the better. That's what I say. But as long as it's not insane. So Sigurd uses he uses a vampire in his deck that is called Carrion Bat. And Carrion Bat is very good if you have a lot of creatures in your graveyard. So that's how that works. But only if you have a lot of creatures in your graveyard. So for every 2 creatures in your graveyard, it gets a +1 attack and +1 defense.
Nice.
When it comes out, it gets counters on it. So. So, and when it attacks, it gets a power counter on it. And if you get rid of power counters, it can stun creatures. So, it's ridiculous. But, this deck right here is all about... I wonder... You know what? I wonder... Because the imminent collapse that I'm going to be using, let's do this because I want to. Let's do this imminent. We're gonna. I want to test it out, kind of thing, but
okay.
So imminent collapse. There was going to be 8 of these. I wonder if I should have it be where you either spend a gold and a glyph to do it, or you sacrifice 1 creature. Because here's the thing, in the deck that I have right now, oh, fuck. I know a great card for this. Wait a minute. How many cards do I have here? So I've got 7. That's 15, right? So, yeah, 15. That's 23. Okay. Got 23. Yeah, because I got 45. So, this guy can come back from the grave. Can this guy come back from the grave? I think he can, too. Yeah, but you need, like, 7 life points.
That's a lot of life.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of life. So basically, all right, we're gonna do this. We're going to take.
Intimate collapses opponent's source, right?
The what's that?
Intimate collapses opponent's source.
What do you mean? Hang on, let me.
For the damage that you take, it has to be an opponent source for a minute.
Yes.
Strike, right?
Yeah. So like, your.
Okay, so it's not. Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like something hitting you, is what it is.
Okay. So it can't be like from the vampire set or whatever that one card was that you pay 7 life to bring back from the graveyard.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that.
I was gonna say that could be broken.
That's an interesting thought, though. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. That could be a fun combo.
Yeah, 1 opponent source. So, but so we're gonna do this. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put in. We're gonna put in persistent zombie. Yeah, we're putting in persistent zombie. There we go. We'll just do like 3 of those. Because basically the thought then is persistent zombie, you always you don't give a shit if it dies. That's really kind of the way it is. Every time persistent zombie comes back from the graveyard, you'll end up putting it into what's called your sub hand. And basically you put in your sub hand after you cast it from the graveyard. It goes into your sub hand. It'll get a +1/+1 on it while it's there. Then you'll cast it out after, because it has something called grave counters on it. I'll just read the card. So if this card comes back from the graveyard, put a +1 attack and +1 defense counter on it called grave counters. When persistent zombie dies, it loses all other counters except for grave counters, which stay on it in the graveyard.
Okay.
Spend either any 2 gold or 2 glyph to put this card back into your sub hand, as well as any grave counters it has. If this card has 3 or more grave counters, you may cast it from your graveyard to your field. So basically, you could do a bunch of different cards that could sacrifice stuff. As long as you can keep bringing this guy back,
Cool.
you're going to be good to go. He's slow. He's slow, but I think with this combo, it's going to be pretty good. And the big kicker is Shining Spirit. If Shining Spirit is going to be a thing that's there, Shining Spirit's just going to give you diamonds. You get like 2 Shining Spirits on the field. If you get hurt for 4 or greater, you're going to go and get a diamond off 2 of those. So the next turn it comes back to you when those diamonds pop back up and you can use them. That's 3 life right there. So you get hurt for 4, you'll get 3 life back. So it's just going to be a 2-point swing back. So
right.
That's kind of where it's at right now of what to do, and you can start doing some pretty strong stuff. But there's a lot of life gain right here in this deck anyway. I mean, Vampire Assassins will do stuff, and yeah. So
kind of a scary deck, to be honest.
this deck is pretty crazy. So the Shining Spirit is a light creature. Knight of Divine Souls is a light creature. Vanquisher of the Dark is a light creature, and I'll explain more about him coming up. Doomwing's a dark, but Soul Recombinator is a light. So now there's other light creatures as well that are a thing, but Vanquisher of the Dark, what's kind of cool is like how you're saying, like, oh, maybe you could have some like associative properties with other creatures and stuff. Well, it has drain when it's attacking, so that's cool. But at the beginning of combat, if at least 2 other light faction creatures and this card are attacking, this card gets an extra +1 attack for each other attacking light faction creatures. So basically, if there's 2 other light faction creatures attacking with this creature, it's going to be a 5/4 is what it's going to be. So,
okay.
But now let's say there's like 7 other light faction creatures attacking, it's going to be 7 plus the 3. He'd be a 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he'd be like a 10.
It's scary fast.
Yeah, so he'd be a 10-4. So that's crazy.
Right.
When it's blocking, you can pay 5 life to have it. Hang on. When it's blocking, you can pay 5 life points to give it absorb. So basically, you absorb is kind of like magical drain in a way, where the creature will get hurt, but you will gain life is what will happen. It's kind of weird with that one too, because you're paying 5 life to go and give it absorb. I might make it like where you throw a card into your graveyard instead, but I don't know.
So if you get like lifelink or
drain is where you'll gain life, yeah. But when it absorb is kind of like if you were to take magic damage.
Oh, okay.
That's the way it is. So yeah, that's kind of that. So that's that. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what's going on.
Pretty cool deck.
Yeah, I really like. I really like it. I did an all like light deck that was pretty cool. So
Nice.
So yeah, I was pretty stoked about that. But
Well, wait up.
there was a deck that I want to do. Like I tried. I wanted to do like a link deck. So I was doing linking creatures. That was cool. What was some other stuff I was doing? I was doing trying to think of like other decks I was doing. There's this one deck that's really cool. It's just really fun. It's called Hot Garbage, and you're using gremlins and Mecha Spider and what was the other one? Gremlins, Mecha Spider, and which the Gremlins are Scheming Mechanizer. That's what it is. So Scheming Mechanizer, and what was it? Scheming Mechanizer, Abomination of Forbidden Texts, and yeah, Mecha Spider, and that's the only creatures that are really in it, because like it's just Scheming Weaponizer is just gonna turn like, because you have a lot of like items and stuff, right? He just turns items into creatures anyway, so it just gets ridiculous. So yeah, good times.
Right?
Good times. So, but yeah. So, but I don't know. I was thinking about like playing some stuff against myself like a while ago. I'm a little bit tired now, but either way, I wanted to go through like all the updates and stuff that's going to happen. I think it's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
But yeah,
are we still going on with that tournament?
Oh yeah, absolutely going on with that tournament. Yeah. So with the tournament, this is what's. Hang on, let me go to that tournament because I want to like make sure everybody knows what the hell is going on. So let me go to there. Where are we? That's the general info area. Blah, 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 blah. We need to go to Alchemazam area. Okay. So in the tournament, I want to get a bunch of matches that are going to go from like tomorrow up until the 2nd if I can. Because I'm trying not to do anything. I've got some calls, but it's also where, because the way that things are going, there's that. So you are... Where are you? You advanced, right? You're in the regular one, aren't you? Yeah.
No, against Alpha Lookie or that one weeb, it looks like.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I need to get those guys to battle each other. Amber and Blades the Raccoon, I could probably have whack on each other too. So now Medival and Sigurd. I thought I already had that one go through. Hang on a sec. Wait a minute. Is this old? Yeah, hang on a sec. That one might be older.
Oh, oops.
Oh, that's why, because it's in events. I think that's why. Yes, okay. So, Sigurd and Kai need to go up against each other. I feel bad for Medival too, because he was kicking butt too on what he had going on. So Medival and Tommy Hawk need to go against each other. Tommy is feeling a little bit under the weather right now, but he probably can maybe do a thing too. Cruxu has got to face somebody. So, and I'm going to face whomever too. I don't know, because whatever. I'm almost thinking I should just like, I don't know. I don't know what deck I want to play. I just want to play like a deck. Like, I don't want to just annihilate everybody in my own tournament, you know? But I really like, I want to play some filthy, dirty.
Give me the deck and I'll annihilate everyone in the tournament.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, the hardest match that is going to need to be played is going to be between Aaron Key and Kaiba. Because her schedule is a little bit weird, and then Kaiba is on the West Coast, but I bet I could go and get that to go and happen on a Monday, Tuesday. So that probably would happen. Cruxu, I don't know who he's going up against. So what we're going to see there. Amber and Blades the Raccoon could probably happen over the weekend. Probably. I guess got to see if they can go and do it. I really want Amber to, like, practice, though, because Amber was... Understand this. Amber was one of the first people to play this game way before it was on Untap. And she, like, we would play it with actual cards, like physical cards. And she does good when it's like that, because she can visually see it, she can touch it, she can do whatever.
Right.
Like, for her, I wanted, like, she has fun playing the game and stuff and doing whatever, but it's been so long that she's forgotten, like, oh, I this is when I can double block, I can do this, I can do that, whatever. So, you know, it's like I want her to get back on her feet because she would. I mean, her deck is crazy. Her deck is crazy.
Makes sense.
Her deck is basically a deck that I made a while back, like when the game was like still like in its infancy, where there were things I'm like, oh my god, I have to fix this because this is too much.
Right.
And I did. Like her deck used to be like insane ridiculous. Now it's like, okay, it's still strong, but it's got like this certain like way to win or whatever. It's just really good. Her deck can win on turn, I want to say 6, I think.
Okay.
Her deck is kind of like a, because it's called Whack Whack Goes the Calderis, is her deck.
Nice.
The Whack Whack Goes the Calderis deck is basically a, you know what, Wookie, you need to get in here, buddy. Hang on, my dude. In my... on... I'm gonna see if Wookie wants to join us. He just sent me like a coffee emoji, so I don't know what that means. Maybe he's got coffee shits. I don't know what's going on, but anyway. Anyway, so yeah, her deck has to do with the Firebirds of Victory's Pyre, and
Okay.
not only does it have Firebird of Victory's Pyre, it also has Glacial Wyvern. So her deck is a fire. It's like a. It's kind of like a rush deck, but it's not a rush deck in the traditional sense. It is a deck that where it can start off where it can hit, then it can defend, and then it will smash you really hard with bigger stuff.
Okay.
Is really what it is.
Nice.
Yeah. It's very aggressive. And there's a card, the one card, it's called Resilient Aspiration. Resilient Aspiration, man, that card I might need to make an uncommon. We'll see. Because it's really, really good. Resilient Aspiration makes it where you can make a card be flying or magical, yeah.
Okay.
And that, it's just till the end of turn, but it's nuts. So,
Sweet.
yeah, that one's pretty crazy because she uses that with and it gives it fast as well. So
yeah.
So that's the thing with that card doing that. What that means is like on her Firebird of Victory's Pyre, she can smash something for like, because they have to attack together if they were to even get a bigger bonus, but that means like she would hit the player for 12.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's insane. You can kill Firebirds of Victory's pyre pretty decently, because they're just a three drop, or I'm sorry, a 3 defense, but that's kind of that. So, but
sweet.
But anyway, what is all this stuff? It always says like I got prime loot when it comes to like this stuff on my Twitch. Like, I don't know jack about that. And it's always games I don't care about, like Apex and League of Legends and crap. Like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Fall Guys looks kind of fun. That looks okay, but there's nothing in here like PUBG, Rainbow Six. Like, I don't care about that. Like, I don't know. Just nothing. Assassin's Creed Origins, I mean, that's cool, but I don't want to play that on my computer. I want to play like Football Manager 2022. No, that's okay. I don't want that. Anyway. Regardless. Yeah, there's nothing. What is this? Phantasy Star Online 2. New Genesis. Well, Phantasy Star is fucking cool. At least that's a thing, but I don't know. I don't give a shit. I could give shits as I take shits. I could give shits. But yeah. I don't know. I'll be popping some new decks coming up and whatever too, but I think it is time for me to log off though. I'm a little tired, and we've been hanging out for 2 hours and 46 minutes and 40 seconds right now, and counting. So, but I'm glad I could update everybody. I'm glad like people stuck around and jumped in, and you know, it was cool. So we got some people in the chat that stuck around. That was awesome. But coming up,
well, it's good hearing from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming up though, we're gonna go and get that tournament more rolling. That's for damn sure. I want to get a couple. I would like to get at least like 2 matches over the weekend if I could. Something that I did promise myself though too is that I would put my brain to it and try and complete Canon Custodian, a lot of it.
Okay.
I need to get things done. I don't want to just because I haven't released a game this year, which is okay. I mean, there's that. I'm like very close to breaking even with Peacock Block.
Nice.
I need like 39 more stores. That's like not bad. So,
well, good luck with that.
Thank you. But here's the big thing is I want to get Alchemazam taken care of. I want to get I do want to get Canon Custodian done as well. I would like to get like I don't know, like just I'd like to get what I want to do with this game. I want to get this set done, and I want to get the next set started. That's what I want.
Right.
Because that's going to be a thing. Now I don't know if it's going to have as many cards as this set does, but I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out because
I need to start playtesting my next set.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be a fun one.
I stream randomly. To answer that question, I stream randomly, but normally I don't know. So my schedule for streaming, there's no real schedule, and the reason is because I'm constantly calling for Peacock Block over at stores and stuff. But I want to go and not have like a normal schedule. I just want to like I would love to be able to stream for about an hour to an hour and a half, maybe 2, just doing some shit that I like when I want to do it. I have a boatload of people come in, watch me, and, interact, and then we just jump off and, I could go and do it again at a different time. So I think that would be pretty cool, but, I don't know if you saw it, but there was that one stream that was like almost 9 hours. Did you see that one? It was crazy. I broke it up.
Wow.
I broke it up into 2 pieces on my on my YouTube, so that was kind of cool. But I try and like archive stuff like that. Like this one, I might even almost want to go and throw on the YouTube as well. But I don't want to try and do like boring work where you just see me on the side. I'm like, la, 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 la. I want to do whatever, but anyway. So, but I'm sitting in a weird angle. I'm just like, okay. But anyway, but yeah, I for streaming, I'd like to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's what? Well, it's technically today.
Thursday.
Yeah, so I would like to try and see. It just depends on what the plan is. See, there's some crazy shit going on. Like the store right now over where like Casual Dragon Games, like they're getting new carpet in there, and I have to move like shelving for them. That's my shelving. I don't know when that is. That might be tomorrow. And then I might hang out with Amber tomorrow. So I've got a feeling that I could stream tomorrow, but I don't know what time, and I need to make calls. Friday, I could probably stream. You know what I'd like to stream? I'd like to stream retro video games too. It was shit me playing that because I love that stuff. But see, the reason is I don't stream Canon Custodian because I don't want to like show people how to beat the game, or beat the demo. So chicks at the game convention I was at. What was that? What are you talking about? I don't know what chicks you're talking about that were playing cards. Chicks at the game convention. I don't know what game convention you're talking about. I know that there was a video of this, of like some people playing some stuff, but yeah, I don't know which video you're talking about. Message the video that you've seen, or whatever convention it was, like whatever thing. Message me that in Discord, and that way I can go and see what you're talking about. But shit, I hope women play my games. That'd be great. More boobies the better, right? Something like that. Anyway. But yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea who was playing the cards. I have no idea what it was. So we had a 5th person in here, and they left. That son of a bitch.
No.
Yeah, that would
come back.
That's right. Come back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't know. Anyway, they're probably like, what is this dude doing? Why is he sitting awkward? Why are they like? What are they looking at? What do I see on the screen here? Here, you can see a Soul Recombinator. You can see that. You can see official artwork. That's what you can see. I would love to go at some point see at least 20 to like 30 people playing my game like like not religiously, but you know what I mean, like as a constant. Like they're like, oh my god, I want to play this game. What can I do with this? Can I do with that? There is no meta.
Right.
There's no meta for my game. There is no meta because everything can stop everything. There's like people underestimate shit like
Golden Whirlwind.
Yeah, and like scroll shred. Scroll shred, you just -4 life and you throw a card out of their hand. So you can drought them like very quickly. You're droughted though as well, so you better be able to get that back up. But
right.
it's ridiculous. Like I want to see. I want to see some really crazy stuff happen. That's what I want to see. I want to see some crazy stuff happen. Different, fun. I just want to see some fun stuff happen with this game. And eventually I would love to make this game just be like an e-sport. People can, make some money off it, have a good time.
That'd be awesome.
That's the plan. I mean, shit, dude, you want to get a little league going? Sign some people up. Let's do it, cause I'll make it happen. I don't mind. We'll get it kicking. So
right.
But yeah, with that being said, thanks to everybody that came on the stream, checking in things. I'm gonna go and make it look pretty. So jump in all them discords, all that info right there that you see right there. Once I put my thing over it. There we go. Now I'm big. Now it's like right there. There. Anyway. Join the Discord. Give us a shout whenever. Play some games. We can go and all play some stuff together. I will be happy to be on tomorrow. And play some games. That'd be great. I would love to go and play this game tomorrow. I would love to come up with some stuff because I'm tired of like playing by myself a lot too, where I'm testing decks. I need other people to help test. Sometimes, yeah, you know what I mean, man. It's crazy. Sometimes you need to do it like by yourself because you need to really check and see about some things, and you can do it quickly. But either way. But all right. I'm going to get going. You guys all have a good one. And don't eat the yellow snow. I will